no tengo miedo, yo no sé qué es eso. Anda por la calle diciendo estoy aquí, no. Aquí no vale que más hay, que más tiene tiempo. Yo tengo alas, tantas ganas, yo tengo todo lo que en tu lado faltaba. Tú eres la mala hierba que me mata. Y tú que correr entre la espalda y la pared, yo te llevo hasta tus recuerdos. Esto no es poder, solo piel del que no se es fiel. Y yo hoy me desprendo y te prendo fuego. Sé que todo el dolor es pasajero, que no hay más que dure 100 enero. Pero no reto que aguante tu veneno. Dicen que todo el dolor huele a sueño y que una daga me rompa el pecho. Y suelto el peso de tu veneno.
I won't let you take my voice from me. I won't be not by you. Won't be shut out. Won't be refused. I won't be anymore. La 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 la. La la
My name is Precious Perez. I am a blind Puerto Rican music artist, songwriter, disability advocate, educator, and author. I am a blind woman with caramel skin. Today I have cornrows, a white t-shirt, and some blue jeans.
I am the sophisticated gentleman. I am the blind savage. I am a nigga from the gutter. I am Deshaymond.
I am powerful.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. What makes you powerful? How do you feel powerful?
I think for me, it's standing in my authenticity with all of my intersections and continuing to push through the insanity of chaos that comes with life sometimes with a smile.
Yes. And you always have a smile. You're always pleasant and cheerful, ready for the party. And I love that. Like every time I speak to you, you're just cheerful. You're just that, and that really means a lot because you brighten up so many people's day. Even when I'm like cursing and all of that other
Aw.
stuff, I'll talk to you and we're on a meeting or something like that. And it's like, well, shit, Precious is all happy. I might as well just smile too, you know? Well, thank you so much for that, Precious.
Of
Welcome to the
course.
Deshaymond Show. We know each other from Ramped, recording artists and music professionals with disabilities, and you are our president emeritus, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yes,
What's your
that's
actual
correct.
title?
Currently, I'm board advisor emeritus, but I am also president emeritus because I was the previous president, so that does count, I think.
It does count. It does count. And you did such an amazing job with the organization and, just in your advocacy work. I know you're an educator, a beautiful singer, actress, and also, a songwriter and all of those things, music artist. What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated to just do all of these things and do them all in excellence all at one time?
I think for me, honestly, you think when you're growing up, you think, oh man, when I get older, like I'm gonna have it all figured out. And then you get older and you're like, man, really nobody has it all figured out. And like I'm living my dreams and it doesn't always
Yes.
feel like it. Like it's struggle freelance is not for the weak, okay? Like
Oh,
it's not easy. Um
yes.
some days I'm like, oh man, how can I get groceries today? And I'm so grateful that I have a partner that has my back. So I don't have to figure all that out alone, and I have support to follow my dreams and to get through all of the difficult things that will lead to where I'm going. But
Yes.
I think for me, the motivation is really the drive to uplift all of my communities and to create a world better than where I found it when I'm gone. Like, for those that come after me, I want them to be able to have the same opportunities that I had to trailblaze for or that I had to open a door to create.
Absolutely. And I love that. And, that's why I wanted to work with you. And we do have a song that's coming called
Woo!
Silenced, duet
Yes!
version of my song Silence, which is also the Deshaymond Show theme song, which will be coming in the spring. But I think we're so much in alignment with that, with your Puerto Rican roots and just the blindness and being a woman and being powerful in this music business. I just feel like the trailblazing part, people don't realize what you have to fight for. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
The yeses that come easy to, able-bodied artists, and I hate that term, but whatever. But what comes naturally for them and what they're automatically given, we have to prove ourselves over and over and over again. Do you find that like one of your biggest challenges sometimes?
I honestly, I think along with proving ourselves, I think that kind of goes into what I always say my main challenge is other people's perceptions.
Correct.
Because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I need to ask for help with. I know what it is that I need to do and that needs to get done. The
Mhm.
reason why I may not be further or this and that other thing might be more difficult or take longer or require more energy is because other people create these barriers based on what they
Yes.
think we
Yes.
cannot do.
Exactly. And that just sucks. And you work in Latin music and I know you work in the children's space and all the rest of that stuff as well. But I'm in R&B music, which kind of R&B and hip hop, you have
Yeah.
to be rich, you got to be sexy, you have to be hyper masculine and all of those things. But I'm so happy to be a voting member of the Recording Academy, especially this year because we had, for the first time, an openly gay black male R&B artist to win an R&B Grammy in a
Hell
major
yeah.
category, Mr. Duran Bernard. And I know
Woo!
you were there, like seeing him run down the aisle. Well, not seeing
Oh,
him, but just feeling that energy.
yeah.
What was that like for you? And what do you think that means even for, Latin artists and
I
all
think,
of that?
yeah, like that's so incredible. And the moment for me, I think that was similar to that is Bad Bunny being the first Latin artist, first Spanish language album to win an Album of the Year
Album
award.
of the year. Oh my
I
gosh.
lost my mind.
I
Like
know you
I
did.
this means so much for not only me as like a Puerto Rican living in the States and like growing up and like working to really represent my culture and be in this
Hmm.
space as a disabled woman, which that is already taboo in Latin culture as it is.
Correct.
It's just so incredible. Like I couldn't be more proud to be Puerto Rican. Like I'm
Yes.
so stoked. And actually on Sunday,
Hmm.
well, I don't know when this is coming out, but Super Bowl Sunday, I will be performing at a Super Bowl watch party put on by a nonprofit here in Louisville called Americana.
Yes.
And so
Oh,
I'm doing a
dope.
20-minute set before they do like a reggaeton dance lesson and we watch the Super Bowl and of course the
Ooh.
halftime show.
Oh,
So I'm
yes.
thrilled to be a part of that and kind of even share a little bit of that moment because I don't even really have words to
It's just
encapsulate in
huge.
a time like this, especially where things are
It
so divided and so polarizing, and like
and
people that
so
look like
idiotic,
us are being
Precious.
treated like we
Yes.
don't exist, like we're not people, like we're
Like
scared.
you're not American.
Yeah, we're scared. We're like, and here this man is just standing up and just representing with no fear and
None.
being completely himself in a
And
world that wants you to be somebody else.
yes, in a world that wants him to be everything but who he is.
Exactly.
The biggest damn pop star in the world with his sexy ass. I love me. When I tell you, that man
He
is
said, I
fine,
love me some
Precious.
Benito, man.
Oh, ooh, let me just fan myself a little bit, girl. But yeah, like he is so attractive. I've been like, I was shit. I told Shane, when we were sitting at the restaurant getting drunk, like I need a man. I need
I
to
need
be
a
like,
man.
if he got some friends, I don't care if they're Puerto Rican or otherwise. I would prefer them be Puerto Rican though, because I have a thing for Puerto Rican men. But like
I
I
love that
just
for you.
I do, man. Listen, Bad Bunny. Listen, if you're out there, if you ever see this, sir, slide into my DMs just for a second. But no, I'm so excited to see him. I don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl. I swear.
I think it's the
I
Patriots
just
and the
know I'm watching it.
Seahawks.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
I don't
It,
quote me on it, but I think. Because I'm not a sports girl either, but like I feel like I low key have to root for the Patriots because I grew up in Boston.
oh
Um,
yes. See, I didn't know that, Fresh. Oh my gosh. So yeah, like I guess we should know who's playing, right? That's probably
yeah.
important. But
I'm here
I
for
know
Bad
Bad
Bunny
Bunny is
though.
playing.
That's
Yes,
that's
I'm here
all.
for him
Listen,
all
it's
day
Bad Bunny
long.
Bowl, okay? It's Benito Bowl. That's
It
what we're
is
calling it.
exactly. I love that. And I just love the way Trevor Noah just, he was involved in the show so many
Oh
places,
yeah,
even though he couldn't take the stage. It
right.
was just like I felt his presence and he's just so funny and so candid and just scrumptious. So it was all good. But
Yes,
I think that Latin people and especially people of color in this country really need to know how much power we have by joining forces.
yes,
Because if we love on each other, we can overcome any obstacle that the oppressors in this country try to put in front of us,
absolutely, yeah,
and that's why I always try to hold the hand of, my Puerto Rican friends or my Latino friends, my Mexican friends, whoever it is, because if we come together and we just love on each other and realize that, this melanin brings us together anyway. You
absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We can just be such a force. But I want to switch gears here. I know you're performing at your Super Bowl party and doing all of that stuff, but let's talk about some of your new music.
Oh
Let's talk about your
yeah.
newest single. And I'm not going to pronounce it, girl. I already told you. You pronounce it for me because I'm going to mess it up. And I don't want my Puerto Rican friends to get mad with me. Okay?
So my latest single that came out on January 30th is called Veneno, and that translates to venom. And so it's
Ah,
kind of a mix of like salsa, reggaeton, and it's essentially just talking about letting go of the toxic. Like
yes.
inspired by moments in my life and people in my life that I would hold on to and defend and like, excuse their behavior.
Yes.
And then realizing that they were draining me and they were taking me for granted and causing me pain.
Mm,
So realizing that and letting go of that toxicity is really what this song encapsulates. And at the end, it says, "Por fin ya tengo la cura." It's like I finally, I have the cure. It was so much pain and
oh,
so much poison, and finally, I have the cure. So it's one of 3 singles I've released in the last couple months. It's the third of 6. I'm in the middle of a cascade release for my new EP, No Me Hizo Falta Verte.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
This week on What I'm Listening to, Veneno by Precious Perez.
Dicen que todo el dolor es pasajero, que no hay mal que dure 100 eneros, pero no hay cuerpo que aguante tu veneno. Dicen que todo el dolor vuelve a su dueño, y aunque una daga me rompa el pecho, y yo suelto el peso de tu veneno. Vengo de las cenizas, descalzos mis 2 pies, sangrando mis heridas. intentas acabarme, pero no hay cómo. Yo sigo viva y aunque vuelva a caer. Dicen que todo el dolor es pasajero, que no hay mal que dure 100 eneros, pero no hay cuerpo que aguante tu veneno. Dicen que todo el dolor vuelve a su dueño y que una daga me rompa el pecho y yo suelto el peso de tu veneno. Yo no tengo miedo, yo no sé qué es eso. Anda por la calle diciendo estoy aquello y no. Aquí no gana el que más sabe, el que más tiene y tiene que. Yo tengo agallas y tantas ganas. Yo tengo todo lo que en tu lado faltaba. Tú eres la mala hierba que me mataba. Me tocó correr entre la espada y la pared. Yo te devuelvo hasta tus recuerdos. Esto no es perder, solo pierde el que no se es fiel. Y yo hoy me desprendo y te prendo fuego. Dicen que todo el dolor es pasajero, que no hay mal que dure 100 eneros, pero no hay cuerpo que aguante tu veneno. Dicen que todo el dolor vuelve a su dueño y que una daga me rompa el pecho y yo suelto el peso de tu veneno. Me tocó correr entre la espada y la pared. Fueron tantas mentiras que a mí creerte casi me cuesta la vida. Esto no es perder, solo pierde el que no se es fiel. Tanto defenderte, pero tú ni lero ni like. Con una daga rompió mi pecho, pero yo vuelvo, yo vuelvo, yo vuelvo. Fue tanto daño, tanto veneno, y por fin ya tengo la cura. No hay cuerpo que aguante tu veneno.
How did you have a song, like create a song with so much depth, right? Such a deep meaning, and still make it fun? You know, because it's so much fun. You know, like my hips just start twisting when I listen to it. I was listening to it this morning and I'm like, gosh, I know this probably means something, but I can just feel the energy. So that release is obviously a celebration.
Absolutely. And I think my kind of my era right now is really stepping into who I am, like as a woman and as an artist in the Latin space, just fully emerging. Because so this EP is done with the label We Could Be Music based in Costa Rica, and they're my incredible team over there. I started working with them in 2023, and we released 3 Latin singles, 2 of which they wrote for me with my vision in mind. And that was kind of the start of my new era, because before then it was like really English, pop, kind of folky, like just everything that I could do. I was like releasing music without a plan, really, just kind of like just trying to put things out there.
Correct. Yeah.
And so once I started working with them, it was a whole new ballgame. And then like 2024 came and went, and last year in 2025, I was just like, I need to create. But like
Yes.
obviously as musicians and as independent musicians, we need funding to do that.
Absolutely.
And so I had tried applying for different grants and this, that, and the other. And then at the beginning of 2025, I put out a proposal to this local label called Sonoblast Records here in Kentucky, who I was connected with, and the label in Costa Rica, to co-fund my next project.
Oh,
And we had a meeting, and it happened. So
that's awesome.
I
Precious.
created all of these songs at a songwriting camp with these incredible female writers from Warner Chapel Latin in Colombia. And
Okay.
like, it was so incredible to be in a space with so many powerful women and just to be able to tell my story. And we would decide each day, like, all right, what story do you want to tell? And our producer, Maul, he made all these beats to bring to the camp. that we could write to. And this man,
Okay.
like, he mixes and masters the singles too. He's
Oh,
insane.
dope.
Like, his skill is crazy. He doesn't even understand. Like, listen, Maul is insane,
I
um,
love it.
in the best way. And so
Mhm.
he created all these beats. And so what we did was we would just kind of, this was one of the writers wrote, or two of the writers wrote, because we had two different rooms the first 2 days, and then the third day we all kind of just stayed in one.
Gotcha.
And at that time, I was going through like a toxic friend breakup.
Aw.
And so a lot of that energy, like I was so over toxicity in my life, and like I just wanted peace. And I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to let all of that out into the art so that I could keep growing. And I wanted my music to be deep, but also to be celebratory, because that's how I am as a
Yes.
person. Like, on the
Mhm.
surface, people think I'm just like happy go lucky, whatever. If you don't know me, you think it's just like, oh, she's always. Bro, I have anxiety and depression, okay? Like,
I feel you.
I fight for my life a lot. Okay,
Exactly.
so like I live, laugh, Lexapro. Like that's where we're at. So
You and I must never part. Okay? Both of
literally,
us. Okay?
literally, man.
Same, bro. Like, same.
So
Girl.
but I don't want to live that way. Like, I don't want to be bogged down in negativity. I
Mhm.
don't want to wallow in it. Like, sometimes I need to. Sometimes I got to sit there and cry all day, and then the next day I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, we gotta do something, anything.
Hmm.
But it's so important to me. Like, there's so much hate in the world right now.
Gosh.
We need love, and that's what I call my superpower.
Yes. And I think that, it's funny that you mentioned, anxiety and depression because it kicks my ass too, being an entrepreneur, and I know you are as
Oh
well.
yeah.
And we have to be self-starters, but when we're just not in it that day, we're just not there. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just have to allow yourself to take a break. But I don't know about you. I'm so hard on myself
Oh
that it's
yeah.
so hard for me to just let myself off the hook. You
Right.
know?
I've gotten a little better at balancing resting, but
Hmm.
like sometimes I just feel like I'm trying so hard to force something, and if things aren't
Hmm.
working, it's like I'm in a place right now where like I don't have a ton of bookings until later on in the year, and I'm just like, man,
Right.
I have a part-time that keeps me stable, but like I need more. And I'm like,
Yes.
I keep applying for like other jobs to like continue to sustain this, and it's like I keep either I get no callbacks or I get rejections or like nothing happens, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Like,
Right.
what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why? And I think perspective is everything, but sometimes it's
It
so hard,
is.
and sometimes I have to just realize like I have to let this pass. But it's
Correct.
also okay for me to feel the way I'm feeling and to move through it how I need to. And
Hmm.
I'm lucky enough to have a team that's so supportive and so understanding. It's very small. My manager is Jay Yoko. She's also in Ramped.
Oh, I met her
Yes,
at NAM show
we
this
love
year.
her.
So sweet,
And so, like, I just, it's tough, right? Because, like, content creation is
girl.
tough. Listen, that's a whole other animal.
Well, what I will tell you is you've been doing so great. I watch your TikToks all the time, and your content is just getting better and better. And I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. I've
I
been wanting to tell
appreciate
you
that.
that because I know how hard it is, especially for blind creators. And we have to, as independent artists, we don't have a choice
Right.
but to
It's
be
like
on social.
we need to. We have that's the only way to keep up momentum, and then you get commentary from all sides from people that don't get
Correct.
what you're dealing with as a blind person, like, "Oh, you need this. You need to do better with that." Like, your team should be doing
Mhm.
that. I'm like, "A, I don't have a content manager that I can pay because I don't have money to pay people." Like,
Correct.
people, if they're going to get paid, they're going to take commission off of bookings. That's all I can do right now. And like
Correct.
people just don't understand how things work, so it like I've had to put certain boundaries in place because it's like you don't know how this works. Not only that, but you
Hmm.
don't know what I have to deal with
Correct.
internally to even make this a thing.
Correct.
So
And
please, kindly, if you have nothing nice to say,
don't
please keep
say
it to yourself.
that part. That
Like,
part. That part. And I love that you said that, and you're being so open and honest. I appreciate that, Precious, because people don't understand. I try to explain it to, my fans and followers just how hard this is and how much their support means to me, but people don't really understand what an independent artist goes through. They see the beautiful pictures, they see the
They
music
see the
videos,
curation.
and we're curating this beauty.
Yep.
We're giving all of that to you, and we make it happen out of nothing, but they don't realize what we have to go through to get to that
Yeah.
beautiful moment. So you being honest and more of us being honest about it is what we need to do so people can have more respect for independent artists. It's not, we don't just pop up like Beyonce and
We don't
Sierra,
wake up
and
like this, bro. We
we
have
don't
to,
wake up
we
like
gotta get
this.
the lighting
you
right.
know
We gotta get, like, it's a whole thing. It's
it's a
not like,
whole
and
thing.
I think people, like, sometimes people, specifically in the blindness community, look at
Hmm.
people like us and think, like, oh, how did they get this? They don't deserve blah, blah, blah. I want to do, and it's like, this didn't just happen to me.
No,
This
no,
didn't just get handed to me. I've had
no.
to work so hard.
10 times harder than
Yeah,
someone who is not disabled to
absolutely.
get peanuts, because we still don't make even a quarter as much as they do.
No.
So it's like,
Where
but
you at, corpse? Let's go. Come on, because we need some money out here, bro.
right,
Quality, all
so
right? We got quality going on.
oh, it's huge quality. And speaking of quality, I want to jump back onto your project because I want to talk about the other singles that you've released off of it and just the meaning behind the project. I want to dive a little deeper into that because the music is so good.
Thank you
You
so
know,
much.
tell me about the other singles that you've released.
Absolutely. So the first one dropped at the end of October. It's called No Me Hizo Falta Verte. That's the title track of the EP.
Ah, ah,
And that one is a love song because the way that
mhm,
came about was we were sitting there and I was like, guys, I want to write about disability joy. I've never done that.
uh-huh.
And they were like, and somehow we got into my love story with Shane and how
Oh,
we met as friends online years and years ago and all of that. And
uh-huh,
they were like, wait a minute, why don't we write about that?
uh-huh.
Like your love story, you're both blind and you found each other, like celebrating love and joy through the lens of disability. But in a way
Yes.
that's not like corny or like,
Or, pity,
yeah,
like some
exactly.
people
So
do.
so it's like merengue reggaeton mix and it's like there's a music video for it.
Uh-huh. Is
Um
this the one that you shot in Costa Rica?
yes, Shane's in
Yes.
it. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
So Shane says hi, by the way.
Oh, hey,
He
Shane.
said, "Tell him I said hi," and I said no, but I did it anyway.
Tell him my last name will be Gonzalez for the day.
That was so funny. He was like, "It's
So
Gonzalez." I said, "No, it ain't. I know for a fact that it ain't." I didn't remember what it was at the moment, but I knew I had it saved correctly. And then
I
he
know you
looked, and he went,
do.
"Oh man,
Deshaymond Solis,
oh, that's
something
so
like that.
hilarious."
I love it, man. I love it.
And it's so cool because like the whole meaning, because my moniker is La Reggaetonera Ciega, which translates to the blind reggaetonera. So you know
I
how
love that.
reggaeton, the genre, like there's reggaetoneros, reggaetoneras, like Carol G and all of them,
Huh?
but there isn't a blind reggaetonera.
Right.
So I am that. That is me. I am her.
Hmm.
Um,
And you own it. You know what I'm saying?
and
I
that's
love
it.
that.
It's very on the nose, but like that's who I am. Like I'm so open as a person
Mm-hmm.
about that, and I want to talk about it. I want it to be known. I want it to be like, hey, two things can be true. People with
Uh-huh.
disabilities can be out here killing it, and we
Mm-hmm.
are. So
Right.
deal with it. Like, and don't be weird about it because it's
And
not
don't be
weird.
weird about
Like,
it.
it's not that
And,
deep.
and don't feel sorry for me because I can
No,
sing my ass off and I can
literally,
perform my ass off and I write my
literally,
ass off.
exactly.
I feel the same way. In R&B music, we haven't seen a blind R&B superstar since Stevie Wonder, who was
Yeah.
so cool at
When you think
Nam.
about it, like you,
you
you
know,
see you see Stevie and Ray, and they're
and that's it.
iconic legends, but they're the blind musicians, and it's like where are the blind Latinas?
Uh-huh. Where are the blind Latinas?
where and so that is my lane that I am creating for myself.
Yes.
And like I'm so proud to be in that space.
Yes.
Because there's not only is there machismo in the music industry and in the Latin
Correct.
world, the whole like
R&B as well.
masculine overtaking. Yep. But then you couple that with like the taboo of disability, like "ay pobrecito, oh my God, she can't, she's blind,
Yes.
blah blah blah." No,
Yeah.
no, I'm here,
No.
I'm thriving,
Exactly.
and I'm blind. So what? Like
So
that's what we're
what?
doing. We're talking about it. We're putting it out there. We are
Mm-hmm.
inspiring and empowering the next generation of disabled musicians that is
Absolutely.
doing this and going to do this because they can.
Because they can. And, now that music is such an entrepreneurial journey, you can make it whatever you want it to be.
Exactly. Yes.
That's the beautiful thing about it. Everyone has access to this business now. And, why not it be disabled people? We know that's the only way for disabled people, really, to close the disability wealth gap.
Right.
It's through
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. So I love what you're doing. Now tell me about the other single as well. Um, we're
Oh yeah, oh
celebrating
yeah. There's one in the
disability
middle.
joy and
There's one in the
disability
middle.
love.
I forgot. Uh, so Lejos de Casa came out
Hijos de
right
casa.
after Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
That is a ballad, and this came from it because I wanted to do like a reggaeton bluegrass, kind of to like mix Kentucky and
Oh,
Latin.
okay.
We didn't do that yet. We're working on it. That's gonna be in some time down the line, I hope, because that would be really dope.
Uh-huh.
But everybody thought I was crazy when I said that. But anyway, we ended up like, what if we did something like country esque? So it's very folk sounding, like it's got the
Yes.
little like the guitars and like the acoustic.
Hmm.
And before I had flown to Colombia, my family had come to visit my house for the first time here.
Right?
And like, I was so emotional talking about like how I feel like my heart's always in two places, like with my family back home, and here is my home. And like, sometimes I like, it's hard sometimes
Hmm.
when I want to
I'm
be
so
with
sorry.
both. And so then this song, Lejos de Casa, translates to like far from home. And
See, I didn't know what it
it has a little
meant.
bit of English in it.
Yes, I was gonna mention that.
And so a lot of it goes through like memories I have from home, like salsa music playing in the morning and hearing my family as I wake up, and like spending the afternoon drinking wine and laughing with my friends, hearing my
Oh.
grandma tell stories, eating rice and beans for breakfast, like all these things that were woven in.
Hmm.
And then it goes to like all the things that take me back where I belong. And then the chorus is like, I carry with me all of the memories of yesterday.
Oh
And like,
gosh.
I'll always like follow the road to home. And it might not be the same when I return, but a
Oh.
place isn't a place without the people that love you, that love me. And it's
It's so beautiful.
it's just,
And
I don't know how I'm ever going to perform it live because I will probably start bawling.
well, you have me tearing up right now. I know you can't see it, but it's like I connect with that so much. Because I was just joking with Shane the other day. I'm like, I'm Creole. I'm originally from Louisiana, but I've lived in
Oh,
Atlanta for
wow.
over
Yeah.
20 years, and we have such rich culture there,
Right. Yep.
and not being there, even though I know all of my opportunities are here and other places, it's just something that always keeps you grounded there and you always reflect back on and you long for.
Yeah.
And it seems like that song is a lot of that. So when I listened to the English parts of it, I was like, I feel what she's talking about. Of
Yeah.
course, I didn't know everything you were saying, but I can feel the emotion and it's a beautiful acoustic. Is that one produced by Muel as well?
Maul, yes, he's
Maul,
produced
I'm
all of
so
them.
sorry.
All of them. Yep.
Oh God, that guy is good.
I know.
That guy is so good.
He is
Sh-
amazing.
Shit, if I want to try some Latin music, that's who I'm calling
Literally.
because it was, oh gosh. he does such a good job, and the songwriters, you and your performances, always impeccable, Precious.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
so happy for you. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud to call you friend. You know, I've met so many amazing people through Ramped and through the Recording Academy that are just such amazing artists, and I just want to wrap my arms around you guys and never let you go, because
Truth.
it makes it, it makes it like, okay, I am not alone in this. You know,
No,
that community is here, and I have people
absolutely.
supporting me and people going through the exact same things that I'm going through. And I hope you feel that same way. I
Yes,
really do.
100%.
Yes. So, with the messages from the album and all of that going on, how do you balance also being this amazing voice actress in the Dora series? Like,
So,
how awesome was that?
it's kind of a wild story.
Oh,
So I was at I don't know if it was like a Grammys New York party or like a Ramped something. I was in New York something, and Lachi introduced me to Lucy Kalantari, who's this incredible children's Grammy winning artist. And we connected. She would bring me tequila sunrises, and we hit it off.
oh
And so
yeah, girl.
one day I got a message from Lachi, and she was like, "Hey, Lucy wants to connect with you. Can I give her your info?" I was like, "Yeah, please." So I get this call, and she's like, "So I just got a brief for the new animated Dora series, and your song was one of the reference tracks." And I was like, "Huh? They wanted this to sound like my song? What? How did
What?
they know who I am? Huh?" So I was already like flabbergasted. I was like, "That's enough for me." Like and then she goes, "So do you want to co-write this song for this episode?" And I was like, "Yeah. What do you mean? Do I want? It's
Hell yeah.
Dora.
Where
I
do I
grew
have
up
to
with
be?
Dora."
Yes.
And so then I got asked by I forget if it was like the director of the team but she said, "So the character, do you want to also voice a character?" And
Hell yeah.
I was like, "Yes." Are you kidding? So yeah, I'm Selena the
Yes.
Snake on Selena the Snake on season 4, episode 4 of the new animated Dora series on Paramount Plus. And the
Girl.
episode is called Snake Bike, and I just like I don't even
Like, do you pinch yourself? Do you like,
kinda, yeah. It's like, how did this happen this way?
how
Like,
did
I don't
this
even.
happen? But it's just so beautiful. And recently at NAM show, I met Ellis Hall, and he was the
Amazing.
voice for the California Raisins, which was a cartoon that I watched as a kid as
Oh
well.
wow.
So it's kind of like that full circle moment. And of course, we watched Dora as kids,
Yeah.
and then now being a part of that thing. How does that, like, it has to be crazy, right?
It's bananas. Like, I just remember being a little girl. Like, I had like the Dora backpack. I had like the
Yes.
map toy and the boots toy and like the all the
Yes.
things.
Yes.
And like my inner child is screaming. Like, I
Yes.
just can't believe that that's it's it's very full circle, but it's also so empowering. Like, now I'm a part of this thing that empowered me and gets to
Correct.
empower more little kids like me. And that's why
Yes.
I was so passionate about music education. Like, and that was
Uh-huh.
my second major, because it's like the next generation has power and is going to have the resources if we give it to them and if we give
Yes.
back. And so that's
Correct.
one of my other favorite things to do, is to just give back to the next generation, whether that's through mentorship or
Hmm.
teaching blind kids at summer programs how to like live full lives,
Right.
like speaking to kids in schools, like I used to do enrichment with younger, like 3 and 4 year olds, with
Oh, that's
puppets
so
and
cool.
toys and like playing and singing.
And you have the perfect
I
voice
love
for
it.
it too. Like, it's just, you just have this voice it's kind of like this, it's like your inner child. is
Yeah.
smiling all the time. You know, and I know that that sounds crazy. And I know, you're a woman and you deal with all of these real life things, but I think that that's a gift. I think it's one of your gifts because you just have this ability to make people smile and make people feel good. And that's such a blessing. It really is. So I want to talk about also, with that full circle moment with Dora, and let's talk a little bit more about what you do as a music educator.
Yeah, so right now I teach voice lessons at a local music store called Mom's Music.
Uh-huh.
And I only have one student right now, but I've had a couple
Uh-huh.
filter in and out over the last year. Um, just because my schedule is crazy, so it's hard for me to like build a full schedule.
Trust me, I
um,
understand.
you know how it goes. But it's such a joy. Like my voice teachers shaped me as a vocalist and helped me grow.
Yes.
Like I started with classical training in high school, and then in college
Hmm.
I learned how to belt and how to like use all of those foundational techniques to kind of sing healthy in pop and R&B. And so now getting to be on the other end of that and on the other side, teaching other people how to find not only their voice but their confidence, because it's wild how much your voice reflects your confidence, your emotion, and is tied to your
Absolutely.
well being.
It
And
is.
so my goal has always been to make people feel so comfortable and to meet them where they are and to figure out what makes them love doing this so that we can use that to nurture their skill set. So
Absolutely.
I'm not a traditional teacher. I don't use scales all the time. I don't use like
Hmm.
you gotta sing, like of course we do warm ups and of course like but like I have
Basic
them
technique,
I
but
have
yeah.
them pick their songs that they like.
Yeah.
And I listen to things and artists that they like, and I'm like, okay, let's do this one because this is more challenging for this particular thing.
Right.
And like, not in so many words with pedagogy and everything, but it's really helping people come out of their shell and find
Yes.
who they are through their instrument. And it's so
Absolutely.
amazing to get to watch that happen and to like hear the change and to feel that. And it's
Mhm.
just my student actually performed at her first recital in December. And I was up there like harmonizing with her. I promised, I said, I know this is scary. I will be there with you. We will harmonize together.
Oh,
It's gonna
so
be great.
cute.
And she did so well. And I was
That's
like,
so
girl, oh
awesome.
my God. And I
See?
was like, man, now I know how my teachers felt. Like, it's just such an incredible
Exactly.
feeling
Exactly.
to know that, like, even if you impact one person, it's true what they say. You never
Yes.
know how much that's going to matter.
Yes.
And, like,
Yes.
so perspective, like, even when it's hard,
Absolutely.
I try to remember those things. And that's not easy, man.
No, it's
I
not.
I need a lot of not necessarily reassurance, but like
Uh-huh.
sometimes I just need to get out of my own head because I just be
We
trapped in
have
there.
to. We
And
have to. I'll
I
be
need
trapped in there too, girl.
I'm like I need to go socialize. I need to get out of this house. I need to do something. Like we can't
Exactly.
sit here and be like spinning around in circles cuz people are like meditate with your thoughts. I'm like, "Girl, I don't want to be in my head half the
Uh-uh.
time."
Uh-uh. I
My
be in my
my
head too
brain
much.
my brain is not conducive to that. Like I need to be
Right.
around friends. I need to be playing music.
Hmm.
I need to do things and like
Do things that feed you, you
yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, just know, Precious, your representation for little Latinas all over the world, it's not going unnoticed. It's so important that they see themselves in the art, in the artists, in the vision, in those visualizations, in that stuff. So you're doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. So just rest with that. If
Thank
they
you.
don't see it, if people don't understand it, those little girls will see it. Those little boys will see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just perfect. Um, so tell me, like, what do you have coming up? Like, what do we look out for in the future from Precious Perez?
So I'm actually gonna submit for Tiny Desk this year.
Yes. Tell me about that.
I'm actually, it's kind of wild because, so I wasn't going to do it, right? Like I thought about doing it, and then I talked to my team, and, they told me how, like, it used to be a little more, easygoing, but now, like, the past winners have, like, full productions, and, like, they want you to
Correct.
really look like you're doing it. And I'm like, well, I don't
Hmm.
have resources to do that.
Yes.
So I guess I'm just not going to do it. Well, I was talking to my sister while I was in LA because we were staying with her. She is
Hmm.
in the film industry, so she knows all about this stuff.
Oh, good.
And literally the day before the Grammys, which was the day before I was going to leave LA,
Hmm.
she was like, "Well, we can do it." And I was like, "No, no, 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 please don't do all that. Like, you're already working. I don't want to stress you out."
Right.
This girl and her friend, who's a good friend of ours too,
Uh-huh.
they went and picked up a microphone that we could use. She already had a keyboard in the house. They
Wow.
like they like put together decorations, had this whole setup going. We used
So
subs as
dope.
a desk, like it was a whole thing. Right after we got out of the Grammys, that's what we did. We spent the night recording
Oh,
Tiny Desk. And like I
fresh.
I was just like, you know what? Like the fact that I was explaining to her like how small I felt and how like because I just don't have the resources to do certain things, and a lot of this is pay
Hmm.
to play, and a lot of it is like you have to do this, that, and the other, but you need
Correct.
money to do this, that, and the other. It's a whole
Hmm.
thing. And so the fact that she believed in me enough to say, I'm gonna make this happen for you,
Yes.
like that, if nothing else, reminds me that like I have more support than I realize,
Absolutely.
and that like I don't know, it was just so meaningful to me because
Yes.
I really wasn't dead set on it because of all of the barriers.
Hmm.
And then to have it just come to fruition like that was wild. And
But
so
that's the
I'm
beauty.
so excited about it. It's gonna be the new single, so we're doing it
Oh,
acoustic.
I
And I
cannot
haven't
wait to
played
hear
keys
that.
in a hot minute, so that was fun. But yeah, it was a really
That's so
cool
dope. And
cool
I'm
experience.
happy that that happened for you. I
Hmm.
think when something is for you, it's already yours. You just have to walk into it. I how I kind of battle some of my depression sometimes or some of my fear and anxiety about this industry is like if it's supposed to happen, if it's for me, it will
It will.
happen.
Yeah.
And I just always pray that, send me the people, send me the funds, send
Hmm.
me the logistics, send me all of the resources that I need to make this happen.
Yeah.
I'll share something with you. Nam Show
Hmm.
with rolling out the Deshaymond Show, new production, working on my sophomore album, all of that stuff. I
Right.
didn't know how I was going to get to NAM Show. Okay,
Hmm.
let me just tell you like that. But when I tell you, literally a couple weeks before NAM Show, money just started coming in, help just started coming in. My sister, who's my manager, she actually said, okay, well, I took off from work and I have this amount of money and we're going.
Wow.
I thought I was going to have to cancel at last minute and
Yeah.
disappoint Lachi and
And
everybody.
I was the same way with the Grammys. I was like, man, I don't even have money to be out here like this. Like, why am I going?
Exactly.
Like, literally, but then, like, we found the local designer, and he was so sweet, and he
See?
outdid himself, and, like, I didn't, like, it just, like, I didn't know how it
Mhm.
was gonna happen, but it happened.
It happened because it's supposed to. It's already yours. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
are a force in this industry and you deserve to be here. You belong here. And just think about how many other artists have the same story that we have. They'll never say it because we're supposed to show up and
Ain't
look
that the truth?
beautiful.
And sometimes
You
it's
know?
sometimes it's like I think about the day. I'm like I keep telling everybody like one day when we were sitting there recording Tiny Desk, I was like one day, guys, we're all gonna look back at this and remember when we did it this way. And
Exactly.
like that's what I keep telling myself. I'm gonna be like this is going to be something we look back on and say, wow, can do you remember when this is
Yeah.
all we had? When this was what we did
Correct.
with what we had? And like The fact, like, every time I think about, oh my goodness, like, why am I doing this? Why did I choose this? I
Hmm.
remember all of the things that have already happened that the majority of people
Yes.
can't say have already happened, that no one can
Correct.
take away.
They can't take away. And it doesn't matter if you have $1 million in the bank, that resume still speaks for itself. And that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah,
You did this so another little Latina girl will know that she can do it because Precious Perez did it, you know?
right.
And that's, I think that's what keeps me going. And I know that that means a lot to you as well.
Absolutely.
Yes. So when is the EP due out?
The last song comes out in April.
Okay.
It's
All
either
right.
April or May, I think. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And so so do you have an exact date or
I do, but of course I can't remember it at the moment.
oh,
Uh,
fresh.
I know, I
It's
know.
okay. It's okay. We're gonna find it and we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
put it in the description of the video, okay?
Follow all the socials, keep track, you know.
Yeah, so where can people find you and follow you, your website, all of that good stuff?
Yes, so my handle on everything is at Precious Perez Musica, Musica. That's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And then my website is preciousperezmusica.com. That's where all like my videos, my press, all of that is.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm on all the streaming services. So
That sounds good. We're going to definitely link that below as well. Now, I always ask this one question to all of my guests, and we kind
absolutely,
of touched on it,
a little bit,
but
yeah.
what do you want your legacy to be when it's all said and done, when we're all gone from here and the music and all of the things that you did lives on? What do you want people to get from that? What do you want that legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be love, light, and pride in where I came from. And I think all of those things are important because you can't uplift and fight the darkness without light, and you can't create comfort and joy without love. And those are two of the most foundational things that we can do as people to change the world. Any impact of kindness, any impact of joy, of love, like that counters the balance and in the best way. And
Yes.
then when it comes to the pride, I I want people to remember to never forget where they came from
That's right.
and to trust God in all things. And it's so weird, religion in this day and age with all the politicizing of everything.
Yes.
But I believe, no matter what you believe in, I personally believe in God,
Yes.
that God loves everybody and everybody's relationship is personal
Mm,
to them, and no one
exactly.
can take that away or dictate that.
Exactly. That's beautifully said. And I agree with you 3,000%. Precious, thank you so, so much for coming on the Deshaymond Show and teaching the people and schooling the people and blessing the people with your beautiful presence. I love you dearly. I'm a huge fan of yours. And I wish you nothing but the utmost success in everything you do. And very, like, good luck on Tiny Desk.
Oh, thank
Congratulations,
you.
all of those things. And I can't wait to hear the full EP project in its entirety.
Yay! Thank you so much for
Yes.
having me. It's been such a blast. We haven't gotten to
Yes.
chat in a while either, so this has been
We
just like.
haven't. We haven't. But you know what? Next time, wherever it is, when we get together, we got to have a French 75 together. Girl, I had
All
one
right, bet.
at the Grammy party here in Atlanta. When I tell you I was flirting with all the men. And you know how, toxic masculinity
I
can
love
be
that for
in.
you.
Baby, I flirted with everybody. If they were offended, that's their
You know
problem,
what?
son.
Great. I support this. This is
I
incredible.
love it. Thank you, Precious. And
I
you'll
won't let you